Cinematic quality of this film is breathtaking. Everything about it makes a perfect film. The story is dramatic. It has context and structure and a lot of things that short films usually don't have. You actually want to follow this guy until he gets to his destination. As he searches for his journey, you get the sense that he doesn't feel like he belongs anywhere, which makes it a perfect title. The first things that you notice are the score and the cinematography in this film. Everything is framed in the most beautiful of ways. It's something that you could tell that took a lot of passion and care. It's something that you really want to, you feel for the protagonist. You want him to continue on his journey. You're hoping he finally finds that place where he will belong. It's a film that really takes your breath away.
The two actors here did a great job. You know, there's three people total. The third actor, the non-speaking role, did a great job as well. He had a very good presence. But everybody had a very readable history in their faces and just the way they spoke. And everybody, the actors did a great job. And it was a really nicely made film. You know, it was wonderfully directed, shot, edited, and wonderful use of the scenery. Found a nice house. So they were able to do a really small story, but do it very nicely with good production value. That was terrific. And it was a good story. You know, it's like you're wondering what's wrong with this guy. Like there's something more than just a breakup or something. You know, his monologue at the end where he's like, I'm happy only when I'm with him. What if he leaves? You know, so we got a little insight into some of his troubles, what was troubling him there. But, you know, it was an interesting story of friendship. You know, it was nice to see just a story about friendship, you know, because, you know, it could have been a different type of story altogether. One of them could have been a murderer, you know. It could have turned into a romance, which would have been okay. But it was nicer really just to see human beings helping each other and not expecting anything in return, you know, not expecting romance in return. So that was really nice. It's a good message.
It's very masterfully crafted together. This film does a really good job of conveying anxieties that come with a relationship. And the biggest one for me is a lot of the dream sequences to convey that fear and tension. They have this very experimental feeling to them. And then a lot of the camera work and the sound mixing are both very good in the way that they help to convey this anxiety and dread with things like Dutch angles and just building that ambience. Even when, a really good example is the host is telling the story about how he lost his husband, but the entire time the ambience is very eerie, like something's wrong, and it builds this anxiety, even though the dialogue is nothing foreboding, it's nothing menacing, yet it's built in a way where you still feel uneasy listening to this story, like something bad is going to happen. And yeah, I love how they were able to convey those emotions, convey those feelings.
It was really, really wholesome, and it was really just beautiful with their just kind of genuine connection and their willingness to be open, to talk, to, share little pieces of themselves or, big pieces of themselves with, this seemingly stranger. And, kind of using that ability to be open, to be vulnerable, to be willing to share, to help somebody else out and, kind of put them on their way and, really be there for them for even just a day or two. I thought it was really, really lovely and really beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was emotional, and it was connections, and it was honesty.
There's a sense of something unsettling about to happen, and it's very mysterious, and it kind of keeps you watching it throughout. Even though it's a very simple storyline, I liked how it explores the characters' relationships with each other and others in their lives, and how they navigate that. And I think it makes for a really interesting way of presenting that story with the context that the characters are in.